Picture this. It's the 28th of the month, your checking account just dipped below $50, and you're staring at a stack of bills that somehow always arrives faster than your paycheck. Sound familiar? Yeah, me too, until I finally sat down and built the exact financial blueprint we're about to walk through together. No convoluted jargon, no guilt trips about your daily latte habit, just a straightforward 11-step path that took me from dreading overdraft alerts to choosing which beach I wanted to work from. Here's a stat that might make you blink. 78% of American workers now say they live paycheck to paycheck. And yes, that includes people pulling six figures. But here's what really stings. The typical household forks out more than $9,000 a year in interest alone. That's money just vanishing into thin air year after year. Today, we stop the leak and build your financial freedom blueprint from scratch. Step 1. The starting point. Before we begin, we need raw numbers. Grab last month's bank statement, right now if you can, and answer 3 crucial questions. 1. How much money actually hit your account? 2. Where did every single dollar go? 3. How much is still sitting there today? If you're squirming while trying to answer these, congratulations. You just proved your current system isn't working. Most people treat their money like a leaky garden hose. Plenty of pressure at the source, but by the time it reaches the destination, it's just a sad trickle. Our absolute priority is to stop those drips. Face the truth of your financial situation, no matter how uncomfortable, so you can finally take control. Step 2. Start budgeting. Forget complicated apps. Pick one of 2 budgeting methods and commit to it for at least 90 days. Option A, the 50-30-20 rule. Half your take-home pay covers absolute needs, rent, utilities, groceries. 30% covers wants, Netflix, dining out, weekend fun. The remaining 20% slams debt and aggressively builds savings. Simple and easy to use. Option B, zero-based budgeting. This one is a bit more hands-on. Give every single dollar a job before the month begins. Income minus expenses equals 0. No money wanders off aimlessly. And if you want a deeper dive on zero-based budgeting, watch one of my other videos. Secrets of budgeting that rich people use. The winner, the one you'll actually stick with. Here's the secret sauce. Automate the transfer of that 20% the very day your paycheck lands. You never even see it in your checking account. Out of sight, out of spend, it's a powerful psychological trick. Step 3. Your emergency fund. Life happens. One blown transmission, an unexpected medical bill, or a job loss, and you're right back to square one, or worse, drowning in high-interest debt. That's why your next move is parking $1,000, your starter emergency fund, in a separate savings account this week. Yes, this week. How? Sell that old guitar gathering dust. Pick up a Saturday shift. Get creative. Once you have that starter cushion, push further. Your goal is 3 months of bare-bones expenses. Rent, rice, and ramen level. Ignore the internet shouting about needing 6 months right away. 3 is usually enough to keep you from touching high-interest debt when life inevitably throws a curveball. This fund isn't about growing wealth, it's about protecting your progress and your peace of mind. Step 4. Tackle debt. List every debt. Now list them again, smallest balance to largest. Then a third time, by interest rate from highest to lowest. If you're someone who needs quick wins to stay motivated, go with the snowball method. Kill the tiny ones first, then roll that freed up payment onto the next smallest debt. Psychological victory march. If the math side of your brain screams for efficiency, then the avalanche method is for you. Tackle the highest interest rate first, while making minimum payments on everything else. Saves the most money over time. Either way, always pay minimums on the rest. Then freeze the plastic, literally. Dunk your credit cards in water, shove them in the deepest corner of your freezer, and buy yourself some breathing room from impulse buys. This next one might be uncomfortable, but it's crucial. Call every lender and politely ask for a lower interest rate. The success rate is about 70% if you've paid on time for at least 6 months. One 10-minute call saved me $300 in interest. The first rule of debt demolition is to stop incurring new debt, and your budget is your shield. Step 5. Increase your income. Financial freedom lives in the ever-widening gap between income and expenses. You can only cut so much from spending before you hit bone. Expanding that gap from the income side is rocket fuel. Think about skills you possess: design, proofreading, Excel wizardry, and offer them on platforms like Upwork or Fiverr. The average freelancer clears about $28 an hour, even part-time. 1 hour a day, 5 days a week, translates to nearly $7,000 a year. Drop that straight into your wealth-building efforts. Not into freelancing? Pick up a weekend gig delivering groceries, tutoring kids, or flipping thrift store items. Earmark every extra dollar to accelerate debt payoff or supercharge investments. Do this until that gap is so wide you're thriving. Step 6. Time to invest. Once high-interest debt is behind you and your 3-month emergency fund is secure, send your dollars out to work for you. This isn't about outsmarting Wall Street or chasing hot stock tips. It's about consistency and patience. Open a low-fee index fund at Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab. Aim for a total stock market index fund with an expense ratio under 0.1%, then set it and forget it. Automate a transfer the day after payday. How much should you invest? Start with 15% of your gross income. Can't hit 15 right away? Start with 10% and bump it up by 1% every quarter. Your future self won't miss that extra 1%. The goal isn't to be brilliant, it's to build a diversified pile of assets that quietly throws off passive income later. Boring, consistent investing beats brilliant, risky speculation every single time. Step 7. Don't forget insurance. True financial freedom isn't just hitting a big number, it's having security to stay there. If anyone depends on your income, spouse, kids, elderly parents, term life insurance isn't optional, it's a necessity. Health insurance is obviously non-negotiable in today's world of skyrocketing medical costs. And you also need a basic will, even if you're 25 and your only dependent is a fluffy cat. Premiums and legal fees might not sound sexy, but an emergency makes them utterly priceless. Don't just set it and forget it, though. Shop around once a year, rates shift, and loyalty rarely pays. This isn't about getting rich, it's about protecting what you're building. Step 8. Your 5-year plan. Close your eyes and fast forward 5 years. What does financial freedom look like for you? Is it switching careers without panic? Covering college tuition with cash? Taking a month off to backpack? Get specific. Write it down. Attach a concrete number and firm date. Reverse engineer the monthly contribution required using an 8% annual growth assumption, roughly the historical stock market return. Stick that monthly number on your fridge, mirror, dashboard, somewhere you see it daily. When temptation knocks, glance at that reminder and remember your vision. That vision is your fuel, your constant reminder of why you're doing all this. Step 9. Automate everything. Willpower is unreliable. Automation beats motivation every single day. Split your direct deposit. Chunk 1 goes straight to bills. Chunk 2 zips to your high-yield savings account. Chunk 3 lands in your brokerage account for investing. Bills get paid. Future you gets paid. And current you can't sabotage progress. Revisit these amounts every time you get a raise. Lifestyle creep is sneaky. Here's a simple rule. Half of every raise goes straight to investing until you hit a truly ambitious 50% savings rate. Step 10. Quarterly check-in. You wouldn't drive a car for years without an oil change, right? Your finances need the same regular maintenance. Set a calendar reminder. Every 3 months, carve out 30 minutes for 3 tasks. 1. Update your net worth spreadsheet, assets minus liabilities. Watching that number grow is incredibly motivating. 2. Rebalance your investments back to target allocations if they've drifted. 3. Celebrate your wins, even small ones. Progress compounds just like interest. Those tiny consistent steps might look small today, but massive in hindsight. Step 11. Mindset shift. Here's the truth. Money isn't primarily a math problem. It's a behavior problem. You can know every formula and still swipe yourself into financial despair. To truly change your financial trajectory, you need a mindset shift. Practice saying, I'm the kind of person who, before making financial choices. I'm the kind of person who cooks on Sunday instead of ordering takeout 4 times a week. I'm the kind of person who invests before splurging. Identity drives action far more powerfully than any spreadsheet ever will. Stack tiny identity wins, one after another, until they snowball into a completely new normal for how you manage your money. You are building a new financial identity, one intentional decision at a time. The blueprint. Financial freedom isn't a lottery ticket, inheritance, or impossible dream. It's a blueprint. It's a budget that tells every dollar where to go. It's an emergency fund blocking life's punches. It's a debt plan killing the vampire sucking your wealth dry. It's new income streams widening your gap, investments quietly multiplying your money, and most importantly, a mindset keeping you consistent, day in and day out. Don't wait another moment. Start tonight. Yes, tonight. Because every single day you wait is another $9,000 of invisible interest potentially slipping through your fingers. Print this plan, tape it to your wall, and take the very next most immediate step. Future you is already relaxing on that beach, sipping something cold, incredibly grateful that you hit play today. If this hit home and you want more real-world breakdowns on topics to help you grow your wealth that actually work, hit that subscribe button. We publish fresh content several times a week. And don't forget to like and share this video. See you on the next one.